Hello, boys and girls. In today's session, we are going to look at a couple of the more difficult capital letters. The first letter we're going to look at is capital D. It begins at the headline, comes down with what's called a double curve. So it curves to the midline, and then it curves out, loops back, curves down to the base, and then around, loops at the top, and finishing at the headline. All right, so watch me write that on paper. So check your position, whichever hand you write with. You need to have your thumb bent, first finger on top, resting on the middle finger. You're going to be gliding on the fourth and the fifth. And then you're holding the paper in place with your other hand and for support. Both arms are on the desk. Leaning forward slightly. All right, so we start at the headline with a double curve, come down to the baseline, loop, curve back, down to the baseline. You're going to curve around, loop at the top, and then finish at the headline. All right, one more time. Double curve starting at the headline, coming down to the base, loop at the bottom, curving down to the baseline, curving up to the top, loop at the top, finish at the headline. Now I want you to notice a couple of differences here. Some people, like you see in the example, prefer more of a vertical loop at the bottom. Some people prefer more of a horizontal loop at the bottom. Either one that you do is acceptable. And that's the beauty of cursive. It gives you some flexibility with letter forms, especially with the capital letters. All right, the next letter we're going to look at is the capital G. It begins at the baseline, comes up all the way up to the headline, curves back, down to the midline, comes up with an undercurve, slant to the baseline, and then beginning to go into an overcurve, but you stop at the midline and you come back with a slight undercurve. That shape right there is often called the boat finish because it looks like a little boat. You also see it here in the capital S and capital T, and also in capital F. So, watch me write capital G. So we're starting here at the baseline. Undercurve all the way up to the headline. Down curve to the midline. Undercurve up. Slant to the base. Starting to go into an overcurve, stop at the midline, coming back with an undercurve stroke. And again, that's called the boat finish. Here it is again. Undercurve to the headline. Down curve, go to the midline. Undercurve, then a slant. Going into an overcurve, stop at the midline, and then come back with a little undercurve stroke. All right, so practicing the D and the G. Happy writing.